Hey, what's going on, guys? CodeMonkeyKins here. So this is the third day of my play this game xiangqi. So we have a good time control, so I can talk a little bit, just a few words. So first of all, I've created account. So, but still I'm playing unrated games because for now I'm losing every single game. I didn't yet manage to win any, but already I'm not blundering pieces that horribly as it was a couple of days ago, and also it gets more and more interesting to play this game every time. So yeah, and also one of the major differences is that I've eventually switched to traditional Chinese characters, because when you see the westernized characters, the patterns of how they move arising in your head, and that's distracting quite pretty significantly. While here, this is not happening. Okay, so I don't remember how this opening is called. Still can't learn the board coordinates and how to name the moves properly, but at very least trying to have some ideas. Okay, so I've made this central cannon rook, developed the knight to strengthen the center. Now I'm attacking the cannon, and my opponent is attacking cannon as well. So if I take, then he takes my cannon, and I'm just wondering, yeah, as far as no piece in between, this is not going to recapture, this is not going to recapture here. So if I take, say he takes, then I can take here, check, and let's say he defends. So is this, oh no, hold on a sec, not so fast. So bishops are protecting this cannon, so it's not an option. If I take, if I take here, then I just get my rook captured, and that's not an option. Okay, so I'm just wondering, well, definitely need to do something with this cannon. Maybe, I don't know what to do with this. Okay, let's put it somewhere. My prior goal now is trying not to blunder pieces. Okay, so he develops the second knight, strengthen the center. By the way, I was wondering why people develop a knight here. In Western chess, that's a bit of a nonsense, but in xiangqi that makes perfect sense, because this knight defends this pawn and this one, and knight from here defends this pawn. Here we have two defenses on the central pawn and only single defense here, but this pawn is unprotected. So in theory, if rook would infiltrate here, so this pawn would be compromised, which might be the case. Also, now I can no longer capture this cannon, because this cannon would recapture back as soon as there is a piece in between them. So cannon is capturing over the piece. But attacking this pawn might be an interesting plan in future. But I also need to think about developing my own pieces. So what's threatening now at the moment? So where is this rook? So let's say rook infiltrates. Can he go here? So in order to avoid, so it would be bad if rook goes here, because it would be torturing both of my cannons. So I need to put a knight here. First, strengthening this pawn, and also a rook can no longer go here because I recapture it with my cannon. So I think this is quite pretty similar to Western chess in terms of instead of just blindly learning opening patterns, opening variations, it's much more important to understand the ideas behind those variations, and the general ability to analyze for both sides is absolutely essential skill. Okay, so he doesn't defend because it was defended, so it's not a big deal. He can go somewhere here in future, I think. Okay, my little kitten is going completely insane. Okay, so by the way, what's the rating of the guy? Well, don't see it. My rating. My rating is about 0. Yeah, didn't yet win a single game. I was playing with a guy of 1300s today, and quite a fun. I was holding longer compared to how I was holding to guys of 900s yesterday. It's quite a fun that seemingly playing better versus stronger opponents. Okay, so I'm just really wondering. So he can go here. Okay. And this pawn is protected, so he can capture this pawn. Then my knight would have been in trouble. So if I push this, what? Did I win? Oh, he just resigned. Oh, what an unfortunate stuff. Come on. Start. He just resigned. This is a little bit unfortunate. This is the long time control. Probably he was thinking of, I don't know what he was thinking about. It was such a nice position. Okay, so defending the pawn. So this move, putting the pressure on the central pawn. So he defends this with a knight. And I'm defending my own pawn. Okay, so the idea behind this move is to block my pawn from moving forwards, because if it go forwards, then the knight could be developed here or here, and now it can't. So there might be some options, say placing rook here and then going here to give some space for a knight. That's one of the ideas, but that's probably a little bit too long in this position, not gonna work. And well, usually I'll also bearing in mind that his knight is here, so if he pushes this pawn, then his knight would be too active, and I want to prevent that. Oh man, did he go away? Oh, awaiting missing players. He leaves. Maybe they are thinking I'm playing with an engine, but I don't. I didn't even create the engine yet. The work is in progress. I didn't yet create an engine. So why do they resign? A very tricky thing. This is the unrated games, guys. Come on. Unrated games. You're not going to be losing your rating points. So why do you leave the game? Yeah, this is a little bit strange. Well, anyway, so I was going to play the pawn here to limit the development of this knight. And again, like he could have well, probably not in this position. But that's if opponent would manage to put a rook somewhere here, then he could have pushed this pawn still, then exchange. So he takes, rook takes, and attacking the knight. That would be the case. So I've just seen those patterns. Well, okay, this is a little bit unfortunate. So it's not Lee chess. Yeah, it always sometimes it takes ages really to. Oh, 30 minutes. Okay, let's try to play with this guy. Unfortunately, this is a rated game. A very bad news, so I'm gonna be losing my rating points here because I didn't yet win a single game. But at the same time, we have really lots of time. So if he goes away, then he would lose his rating points. So maybe he would be playing. Well, I hope he's not going to be losing. He's not going to be using the engine. Well, in my case, I'm losing regardless of whoever I play against. Okay. Yeah, and on this side, even oh yeah, I'm sorry guys, my little kitten is going absolutely completely insane this night. Okay, so he develops the second knight. Okay. So hold on a sec. Let's, as far as this doesn't seem to be an opening theory anymore, at least not the opening theory that I know. So can I attack this cannon? Can I attack this cannon? And if so, then so it's not protected by the cannon. That's the most tricky for me. Yeah, I think I can. So I just hit this cannon, trying to ask for maybe potentially a better square. So most likely he would be defending his cannon by the rook. I think that might be the case. And again, like, he has a weakness, so this pawn is weak because this pawn is protected by the knight. This pawn is protected by the knight as well. Yeah, just like I thought. So at the very least, it starts a little bit more clear on what the move on what kind of move opponent is going to make. Okay, so okay, so I'm not going to be taking my knight, and I can't put the rook here because he captures. Not sure though whether it's a good idea to put cannon here, so let's try to think if I can infiltrate to the opponent's camp. So, well, if I take the rook away, then he instantly captures my knight, and this is bad. So yeah, let's just try to develop pieces and hope for the best. So now I would be able potentially to move the rook here and then somewhere either here or here, closer to the center, trying to eye the opponent's king palace. I'm now fighting for playing xiangqi consciously. That's the only goal. As far as bearing in mind that I can't win, I didn't yet win a single time. So yeah, bearing this in mind, the only thing left to me is just trying to be consciousness. To use my consciousness, being conscious. This is a guest, I believe. Yeah, this should be a guest. Users. Oh, somebody's watching this game. This is interesting. Somebody's watching, I believe. Okay, hold on a sec. So the move was made. Okay, so yeah, this happens from time to time. So to redirect his cannon somewhere. Okay, and again, like, I can bring the rook here because it captures instantly, but I can try to reroute my rook. So if I'm not blundering anything yet at the moment, I think this might be a nice development move. Okay, so it seems like he's offering the exchange of cannons. I can capture his cannon at the moment. I'm not sure whether this is good or bad, so let's try to figure out whether he can. Okay, so if I capture his cannon, then he would push his central pawn, and let's say takes, and let's say I push it forwards, forcing him to take. So let's say he takes, and then I put the rook here. This might be an interesting idea. I didn't yet have an open center like this. So, well, maybe a more solid way of playing would be to play the rook first. Also, my knights as well as his knights are blocked by own pawns, so literally not going anywhere. So his rook are quite pretty passive. If I push one of the pawns and trying to develop to the center, is it giving me much? Hard to say. Okay, what about, so he has only cannon here. So I can infiltrate with my cannon. Can I? Yeah, this is the bishop. Okay, so I can infiltrate with my cannon here. And what would I be attacking in this case? I would be attacking this knight, which doesn't really have many places to go. He can go here, though, and in this case, my cannon would be under attack, and I would be able to recapture. So takes, activating the rook. No, this is not a good idea. I think this is not a good idea. So, okay, let's try for a straightforward attack at some point. So my plan is to push the pawn, and if he takes, recapture, giving a check, and hope for the best after. Trying to protect my own king and trying to attack somehow. So what attacking pieces I have? I have two rooks, so this rook and this one. I have one cannon. Okay, and the knight, so yeah. It was a little bit tricky for me to figure out what's the use of the pawns in this game. By the way, is my mic okay? Okay, yeah, good. So this is getting really interesting. This is getting really interesting. Okay. Also, let's say I put the pawn here. Then I could put the knight. Then I can put the cannon. Then I can take the knight somewhere away, say here, and threaten to take this pawn. Yeah, so at the very least, my rook is in the center against the opponent's king, which is, I think this is better than having rooks like this and like this. So his rooks are not active. And also I have this rook pinning the cannon. So this cannon is not moving anywhere. So yeah. Yeah. So it's opponent's turn. And then it's like I'm burning more time than he does. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay, so let's keep thinking about the plan. So in my dreams, I would like to probably some kibitzers are living. Yeah, so we're playing. Okay. playing CNC for the third day. Really not that much experience, but I'm extremely excited by the game. So let's see. So if say I push the pawn, so he takes and I take, and I check his king. So what is he gonna be doing? Well, he can defend with a knight, but most likely he would use one of his advisors here. So in that case, I say here, so here takes here, and then I can reroute my rook to this rank. Shame on me, but I don't know how the ranks are called. It seems like they are the opposite, like say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or probably most likely on the contrary. I've been watching videos, but I didn't yet learn that well. And also the notation, the PGN notation is very interesting in CNC, like the piece, then the direction, like plus, and then the rank, and then then the file where it goes. So interestingly, that the files are numbers, and it seems like no ranks at all. While within the UCCI format, the derivative of the UCI protocol, there is the notation that is very similar to Western chess, like E2, E4, things like that. Okay, it's the very first time in my life when I truly like the position I have so far. It's a little bit confusing that the opponent is not making any moves. This is a little bit confusing. I would be very unhappy if he leaves the game, even if I get some rating points. I don't really want him to leave. I want him to play. By the way, I've created, so you have a look at the user, I've created this live coding CNC engine on YouTube, so maybe if someone would search for CNC engine on YouTube, that would be only my videos. Nobody is doing CNC engines on YouTube at very least. There are lots of CNC engines out there, but nobody makes tutorials on YouTube regarding this topic. So yeah, I'm now thinking on how in particular I'm supposed to be implementing the is-square attack function to answer the question whether the king has been exposed into a check or not. Quite pretty interesting thing. Okay. Attacks by opposite kings. Attacks by opposite kings are a very interesting feature of CNC. I really love how it works, basically. Okay, guys, so why is he thinking so long? I really hope he's not using engine support, because in that case I would be doomed completely. So how it's going with the cheating, especially on this hugely big time controls. That's an interesting question. 5 games played. Not much. But my games are not taken into account. Maybe because I was playing unrated games. Why he says I'm 34? I'm 33. Am I 33? Yes, I am 33. I'm not 34. Or am I? No. I am 33. I would have been 34 in this year, but this would have been December. Yeah. So it's a bit wrong information, but okay. So, okay, man, are you gonna be moving your pieces? Well, it seems like if the opponent leaves the game, then you're getting notified somehow. So probably at very least it has this window being opened. Not sure whether he's staring at the board. Okay, so let's try to think what black can do here. So what black can do in this position? Well, they definitely need to activate the rooks. So what I would do, well, probably, so let's say put the rook here. And now if red plays the plan I've been talking about, instead of capturing, just support the pawn. No, it's a bad idea. Because I take, and he would be pawn down. If he takes with the rook, I recapture. I would be rook up, and check. No, that's a bad idea. Okay, then what? Put another pawn here to develop a knight potentially. Or okay, can he use his bishops? Stay centralized in the bishop. Is this giving something? I don't really know. I have too little experience playing xiangqi to answer this question. Also, the chat is not available for some reason. Are we still playing? Maybe I can write to the guests, but most likely, assuming that these all are Chinese rooms, like some Chinese cities, I'm not aware of. They most likely can just not know in English at all. So maybe I should have used some Google Translate to send a message. Well, if he would be, if he was using the engine assistance, engine would find a way to crush me long time ago. So hold on a sec. He made a move. I was asleep. Okay, so so he made a move. So now he attacks my cannon, right? So not going left or right. So going left, no, it doesn't make sense. Here, no. I can go here. I could have go here if there wasn't this pawn. Then I would be supporting my cannon by. Man, so this is a little bit unfortunate. It seems like I have no other moves. Well, I can also go here. Being supported by the rook. But probably... Oh, if I go here, I would be able to attack the pawn and later attacking this one. Okay, probably he doesn't understand. He leaves. Man, why did you leave? I wanted to play cannon here, attacking the pawn, then trying to crush through. Sorry. Yeah, probably he doesn't understand English. Yeah, probably maybe I should use the Google Translate here. I hope he doesn't consider this to be the insult. This is just English, it's not insult. Wait, an opponent. No. Nope. Stop. Whoa! I got my rating increased. Oh man, what a fantastic stuff. What a fantastic. Okay, well, this is not a win. This is definitely not a win. Yeah, this is definitely not a win, but this is interesting. So I don't really want to play a rated game. I just really want to try to play a non-rated game. 15 minutes versus this guy. 15 minutes. Maybe this one. Okay, they are already playing. Okay, so probably better not writing anything to them in English. Probably they just don't understand. Well, okay. All these guys are a bit way too strong for me. I want somebody 1000. This might be too strong. This guy knows what they are doing. Unlikely what I do. Okay. Okay, this one. 20 minutes. Start. Okay. Oh man, I'm playing black. This is a little bit unfortunate. But okay. Okay, yeah, I heard about this opening, but there was this bishop coming. But anyway, this might be interesting. So, I know the only opening, the central cannon. No increment. Okay. So, well, as far as rooks are not developed, nothing disastrous can happen. Okay, so he blocks my knight from developing, which seems reasonable. So people usually play this move, but as far as he didn't yet develop his knight, I can't see much sense in that. Okay, is his cannon protected? I don't think so. So let's attack the cannon, developing the rook at the same time. Okay, so he's trying to attack me. Well, I hope he's not using engine, because I'm doomed even without that. Yeah, I shouldn't play rated game. I really shouldn't play rated game. Okay. By the way, it's a good idea that we can watch the games here, so maybe I should try some. Because, yeah, it's a good idea to watch some games. Okay, so he attacks this pawn, and also this one. Hold on a sec. No, he didn't blunder his cannon, because if I take, he now takes with this one, so his cannon is protected. So if I just push it forward, it just takes, and either here or here, he would take with the pawn or with the knight. Currently, does he have any weaknesses? And yeah, and if he takes, then my cannon would be in trouble. Hey, hold on a sec. If he takes, then I would be able to take this pawn, because it's no longer protected by the knight. Yeah. also want to gain some space advantage. Yeah, I just want to gain some space advantage. So if he takes, I think I can recapture here, given a check. Okay, so he protects his pawn. Wise choice. So yeah, develop a knight. So it seems like this pawn is doomed, but at least I didn't blunder a rook, which is already good. I feel like this guy is playing aggressively. Okay, so protecting the pawn. So can move rook here because he just captures, but can reroute the rook. And yeah, I don't know how to whether this is a threat or not. Should I defend that pawn? Well, I would rather try to develop my rook here to redirect somewhere to the center later on. I hope I'm not blundering anything. So try not to blunder the cannons. Okay, he attacks. So if I capture, then rook captures, and my knight would be exposed. So let's say put takes, defending the knight. Not the best ever option. Can go here for the knight is gonna take. Can I just grab this pawn? I'm wondering. I'm a bit wondering. Is this pawn protected? Yes, I can't do this. This pawn is protected by the knight. Okay, it's not an option. Hold on a sec. Can I, if I defend this with the bishop here, go in here, then he still he can just take and, well, okay, takes, and then I will try to protect my knight by putting the rook here. Because if I go somewhere with my knight, he would just grab the bishop. I don't really want that. I'm down on clock. Okay, attacking the knight. So if I take with the knight, he takes my rook, winning the entire rook. If this advisor could jump here, then I would be protecting this. This doesn't happen now, though. I don't like my position already. So he's attacking my knight. Can retreat here, but then he takes the bishop, and then he takes the rook. If I take the cannon, he would recapture. If I go here, so is this knight doomed? Don't I have do I have any defense? Any defensive move? Can I counterattack? Hold on a sec, I have a move. So if I go here, I can defend my knight. Okay. And this cannon is not gonna be captured because I capture with the cannon. Yeah, this is it. Okay, I'm really proud of this move. I hope I didn't blunder anything, but I'm really proud of this move. So knight are supporting each other. I really hope that this is a legal support, because it happened from time to time that I was thinking that the knight does support, but it was blocked, and that was just an illusion. So fortunately, I have this defensive structure. Not a structure, but yeah. Okay, so and also he can't capture my cannon because I would recapture him. He would probably be still better if he captures my cannon with a knight, because knight less valuable than the cannon. But at least I didn't lose a knight for nothing. Okay, so going with the rook. So hidden pawns. Hidden pawns. Okay, so what else? What resources do I have? So what's threatening? So he can take this pawn, and he can take the central pawn. Taking the central pawn is worse. So if I go here, then he goes. Well, anyway, he would be attacking my cannon. I don't really like it. So maybe going here is less evil, and maybe trying to exchange. Hold on a sec. If I go here, then I would be attacking this knight. Okay. I hope I didn't blunder anything. So my plan is to threaten this knight, this one. So he needs to retreat back to support it. Yeah, that's it. He needs to retreat back. But yeah, instead he goes forwards. Well, this is quite pretty predictable. I didn't think about this. But this is reasonable. Okay, if say I go with my rook here. So if he, okay, but if he captures this pawn, right? Then I would no longer be capable of capturing this one. But if I go here, and say he goes here, this knight is protected. So if I didn't blunder anything now, I might have a chance, I hope. So trying to crush this pawn. Okay, so bishops are supporting each other. This is very interesting structure. So bishops and advisors are very similar pieces, apart from the number of squares they can move on. But guys, I'm playing xiangqi. Can you see this? I'm not just blundering pieces and getting checkmated on the 5th move. I'm playing xiangqi already, so this already seems like a game. Yeah, this is so amazing. And this guy thinks that I'm high rated. Oh man, if you could only know that I'm playing 3rd day in my life. Okay. Okay, so finally some active movie made. So the first question is, can I safely capture? No, I can't safely capture because it's protected by the knight. But now I can move the rook here, but I still can't capture the cannon because of this bishop. Yeah, what a nice bishop here. It's very useful. Okay. What can I do? So if I take this knight, then he would recapture and well, first of all, he would grab my rook, obviously, which is horribly wrong. Hold on a sec. I can now take the advisor, but king takes. So it's a little bit weird. No, it doesn't make a sense. If I go with my cannon here, though. So what does he want to? Okay, if I go with my cannon here and potentially trying to capture this advisor. Okay, captures. All this just sucks. Okay. Attacking moves. Okay, let's say I put my cannon here. Then what? Am I threatening anything? Threatening to take this pawn with a cannon, but knight takes and then rook takes. And then I would be threatening to take this pawn. This bishop. But it's protected, so it doesn't seem to be making sense. And what is he threatening here? So he wants to take my pawn. And I can do nothing to support it. I can't play a bishop here to strengthen my center, which might make sense. If I go forwards, say here, rook goes here, I'm crossing the river, and rook just takes, right? So it's not an option. If I go here, yeah, I would probably lose on time soon. So if I go here, threaten to take the pawn, so say it takes, then knight takes, and then rook takes, winning the central pawn. Okay, probably this is the plan I will go for. Even if rook takes, still this plan is on the cards. Oh, yeah, this game is making me thinking. I love that the way how you should think is different from Western chess. I mean, the way of thinking is very similar, but the patterns are totally different. Okay, did he did some sort of a disaster? So he's trying to attack my rook. This is what I can see. So if I put a rook somewhere, then he would most likely just take the knight, takes, and I'm a knight down, and my cannon would be exposed. So I wanted to check. So if he takes with the knight, I take it, this is good. And also I would be able to bring my knight somewhere, attacking, defending from attack from this cannon, and also attacking the cannon on my side. So let's try to go for this combination. So takes with the check. Is he going to be recapturing with the knight? Okay, he does recapture with the knight. So no more pressure on my knight here. But oh man, it's a little bit weird. So well, can I go here? So putting the on the pressure this guy, and at the same time I keep attacking the knight. I may lose this game, but if I don't move somewhere, then it just takes my rook. So I need to do something. So now I'm attacking his cannon and his knight at the same time. If only I not lose tons of material and not get checkmated. This might be not really that bad scenario at the very least. At the very end. So okay, he decides to support his knight. Hold on a sec. Okay, I can take this one. I think this is a better idea. Yeah, if I take this one, then rook takes, and yeah, I'm losing material. In all the scenarios, I'm losing the material. So say I take. Yeah, so if I take, oh, I just can't take this knight because it's blocked. So it's not an option anyway. Well, I think I have no choice here. Yeah, it just takes. Well, taking with the knight is a nonsense because I just take this knight, and probably would be much better. Yeah, taking with the rook is the best move, I believe. Okay. But hold on a sec. I can't take this knight, unfortunately. But I can push forwards. I don't know, guys. I don't know what am I doing, but I really hope to capture this knight and trying to make some noise. Yeah, just trying to make some noise. He didn't do anything. Or did he just grab my pawn? What has just happened? Hold on a sec. Did he just grab my piece? Was there a cannon? I don't remember. Damn. Okay, so let's say if I just... Let's say if I take... Well, I think I should take because there are too many pieces around my king. If I put the rook here with the threat of taking this guy, this might be interesting. I don't know what am I doing, but this might be interesting. But he can just move the bishop and it would start being protected by the rook. Not the best scenario for me, but yeah. Okay. Oh, he didn't even protect with the rook. Okay, this gives me a certain chance. Okay, so I don't have cannons anymore, and I don't have knights. I don't have almost anything. I don't have time, but I have all of my passion. So If I put the rook here, it just grabs with the with an advisor with the advisor. Doesn't make sense. I can snap this guy. Also, I can push the pawn forwards. I think that's the only thing I can do. I still have some defensive resources, hopefully, like protecting from the checks. So here, if knight takes, I just take the knight, winning back some material. At very least, every next time I play xiangqi, it gets more and more interesting. I shouldn't play rated games for now. That's true, because yeah, just without a feeling of how to checkmate your opponent, it's total nonsense. Okay, it's my time again. Okay, so what he does, he attacks my pawn. This is a little bit strange. So keep going forwards, trying to attack. Now my pawn, starting from here, it could be moving left and right as well. Oh, he just takes the pawn. That is his evil plan. That is his evil plan. Yeah. Well played. Well played. Sometimes I feel that users of 1000 are stronger than users of 1300s. 1000 seems to be stronger than 1300 sometimes. By the way, in Western chess, that happens as well. Weak players have a truly random strength. Yeah, this is very bad now. No idea what can I do. So if I take, I just material down. I don't have pieces to attack. I only have my rooks. I don't have anything but my rooks. So yeah, I can't exchange the rooks. Just try to threaten capturing the knight. Okay. Yeah, this guy is winning, definitely. He definitely is winning. And probably I can't do anything at all. Maybe put the rook so the bishop would get connected one day. Does this move have some horrible mating sense? Am I gonna get... Okay, I lost on time. And losing even more rating points because the opponent is weak. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna be playing a rated game with you, man. Thanks. Okay, guys. Yeah, this was tough game, but I don't know how about you guys, but I definitely see the progress. So I would have played a couple more games, but I will stop recording the video just right now because I'm a little bit tired of talking. So yeah, see you implementing E-square attack function for our xiangqi chess engine. So stay tuned, guys. Thanks for watching. Until the next time, and take care.